Mark Hamill decided to speak out against the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, though he mostly came off as a whiny child. A young conservative recently joined the Daily Wire, however, I feel like she's just copying my show, and I'll explain why. Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming back to Star Wars with his very own series, and the Force led strong with him. Finally, in our cringe video of the week is another parody song of Joe Biden. I'm Luke Crotzer, and this is the Luke Crotzer Show. As some of you guys know, the state of Florida is now under controversy again for the signing of their latest bill titled the Don't Say Gay bill. Or at least that's what the left-wing media calls it for the document's offensive legislation. That's what they're saying. However, if these people took like 5 minutes of their day to look at the bill, they would realize what this bill actually does. Like, you guys want to know what this bill does? It prevents teachers from indoctrinating children in elementary school to gender studies and sexual content that has nothing to do with teaching kids their ABCs or general education. That's all this bill is about. Like, not once did this bill ever say the words, "You can no longer say gay." However, because the bill was against the left-wing narrative, they deemed it as a problem, and therefore tried to do everything they could to make this bill look bad. Which later began a series of public outcry where everybody started chanting, "Gay, gay, gay," at the top of their lungs. And it's pretty dumb, but I also can't help but laugh at how ignorant people respond to this bill. One person I want to point out that kind of shocked me is Mark Hamill. This man is one of the most popular actors in the world, known for his role as Luke Skywalker. However, the beloved actor decided to turn to the dark side and join in on the childish objection to a rather standard bill. So, what was Mark Hamill's act of defiance? Well, a tweet. The beloved Skywalker was able to bring a truly inspiring speech in response to the horrifying mundane bill. And I want to read it to you word for word, as it really spoke to the rights of those being oppressed by our current society. He said, "Gay, gay, 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 gay.
3 weeks later.
Gay, 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 gay.
Many months later.
Gay, 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 gay. Gay, 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 gay.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
And gay. Wow. Truly inspiring message, Mark Hamill. Truly inspiring. You know, the best part of this is after Mark Hamill said this, he immediately received blowback from the people who read this bill. I don't even think he responded to them yet, which is even better. At the end of the day, though, it does suck that left-wing politicians, along with the media, are doing whatever they can to make this bill look bad. And what I don't understand is, why are they doing this? I mean, why is it okay for grown-ups to indoctrinate children into this stuff? Some of you guys are probably asking if it really is that bad, and to answer your question, yes, it is. A great example would be this video of a sex ed teacher who claims to teach little kids about masturbation. Here's that.
You know, like, get down with yourself, explore your own body. Masturbation is really healthy, and I recommend it to people of all ages. All ages. As soon as my nephews could talk, they were doing that. That's what they were doing. Kids touch themselves. Kids start to ask questions, and we teach them the language for their bodies, right? That's your nose, touch your nose, show Aunt T, you can touch your nose. But my sister's not saying that when they're tugging at their penis, right? But it feels good, right? We have to learn ways to talk to young people about this so that they know how to explore their body consensually so that it's not in public, right? We don't want people exploring their bodies in public. That's not consensual. But exploring your body at any age, grandmas, grandpas, all of us.
I mean, this is just disgusting and also extremely creepy. And the worst part of it is that she says this with a straight face. Like, she thinks it's completely normal to talk to little kids about this. Another example that I want to point out is a video of a gay camp where a bunch of little kids are saying a pledge of allegiance to a pride flag. Here's that video.
All right, I pledge my heart. I pledge my heart to the rainbow. To the rainbow. Of the not so typical gay camp. Of the not so typical gay camp. One camp. One camp. Full of pride. Full of pride. Indivisible. Indivisible. With affirmation and equal rights for all. With affirmation and equal rights for all. Watch your heads.
Do you guys see what I mean? Having little kids pledge to a flag that represents sexual preference, that seems pretty wrong. I mean, what parent wants their little kids going to a camp that has grown-ups talking to them about who they may or may not want to have sex with, or how they see themselves sexually? Personally, I draw a line at grown-ups telling little kids as young as 5 that they can touch themselves, or discussing sex, and that they can change their gender, all without talking to their parents first. Luckily, that is what this bill prevents. So, if you haven't actually read this thing, take a few minutes to prevent yourself from feeding into this stupid narrative. So yesterday, I discovered a new show that was released last week on the Daily Wire, and I want to give a little shout out to it, while also possibly throwing a little shade. So this is a show called The Comment Section by Brett Cooper, hosted by, you guessed it, Brett Cooper.
Okay, so we all do it. We stay up way later than we should, laying in bed, scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, trying to find content that is not angry leftists having a meltdown. That's where the comment section comes in. 5 days a week, viral content, and jumping into the insanity that is, of course, the comment section. And no blue-haired liberals, except the ones I'll be responding to. Because like most young people, my life is literally overrun by woke ideologies. Like I'm telling you guys, when I was at UCLA, I had two communist manifestos chucked at my head, literally. Like, forgive my passion, but guys, like I lost friends over this because I wouldn't support BLM and I wouldn't shut up about my political beliefs. And it doesn't end in school. I mean, our pop culture, all of our movies, our social media, they are all run by progressive mentalities. It's obnoxious. So we've decided to change that. Like, we deserve better. We deserve content that is irreverent and fun, but without leftism, being shoved down our throat. So, this show was born. I'm Brett Cooper, and this is the comment section.
So, I do think this show is cool and all. However, a part of me does wonder if this girl stole my persona. I mean, think about it. A young conservative with a podcast where she reacts to cringe videos on YouTube, and she even looks like Ben Shapiro? Coincidence? I think not. And I'd say we have an imposter. I mean, the worst part is that I've been doing this podcast for a year, and only have 120 subscribers, and this woman just barges out of nowhere, and in her first 2 weeks on YouTube, she has over 22,000 subscribers. I bet they're not even real, and they're just bot followers. That's my guess. Okay, what all jokes aside, I am glad that the show is here. To be honest, I think there should be more shows like this. Brett Cooper is a part of Gen Z, same as me. And she does a great job at being informative to the public while also bringing a good amount of humor to help entertain others, which is what I try doing with you guys. Just less successful. Anyway, I'm also really happy that there are more young conservatives out there trying to put their voices out there for others to hear. When I first started this podcast, I knew I wasn't the first to ever voice their opinions. However, I would be lying if I didn't say I felt like I was the only one. However, now that there are more and more young conservatives voicing their opinions, it feels like I'm a part of something bigger. So, it's really cool. Brett Cooper, if you ever by any chance stumble upon this video or my channel in general, then all I have to say is good luck to you in your show. However, you still will be receiving a call from my lawyers. Wait a minute, do I even have lawyers? I don't? Oh boy. So we already talked about Luke Skywalker's fall to the dark side. However, luckily for us, a new hope has risen. For this week was the release of the trailer of the limited series, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The fight is done. We lost. Stay hidden.
the key to hunting Jedi is patience. Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
So this is great. I mean, many Star Wars fans have been wanting to see Obi-Wan Kenobi back in action, and now we are finally getting a chance to see it. I also can't believe that they decided to add the Inquisitors in this series. For those who don't know who they are, the Inquisitors are basically Jedi hunters, but deadlier. We've only seen these characters in the now canon show Star Wars Rebels, but now we finally get a chance to see the Jedi hunters in a more active role. Another element I enjoyed about this trailer was the music choice. Every OG Star Wars fan can tell you the moment they heard Duel of the Fates, they immediately had PTSD from the Revenge of the Sith. I'm not sure who was in charge of editing this trailer, but Disney knew what they were doing when they played that music. In conclusion, I only have great things to say about this trailer, and I cannot wait to see Obi-Wan Kenobi back in action. However, if we don't get an Obi-Wan vs. Darth Vader fight scene, I will be very disappointed. Okay, cringe video of the week. What do we got today? Donald Trump.
Joe. No. We don't talk about Joe. No. But it was my election day. We were getting ready.
What
there
the?
was a cloud in the sky. No clouds allowed in the sky. Brandon walks in with a mischievous grin. Thunder. You telling a story or mine?
What
I'm
the?
sorry, we go on. Brandon says it looks like rain. Why did he tell me? In doing so, he floods my brain. Somebody get the umbrella. Elected in a hurricane. What a joyous day, but anyway, we don't talk about Sleepy Joe. No. We don't talk
This is pretty catchy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, we're going rapping.
Sort of muttering and mumbling, I associate it with the sound of falling sand. It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always let Milani and the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand. Do you understand? 7-foot frame, rats along his back when he calls your
The sound,
name.
why does it sound so good? Like,
Sees your
it's so good.
on your screams. We don't talk about Sleepy Joe. No. We don't talk about Joe.
Okay, I think we can just wrap it up from here. Being honest, I think that's my favorite cringe vid I've ever seen, because it was just so funny. It was so good. And also, I really would like to tip my hat off to the person who edited this entire video. I mean, think about it. This guy had to go clip by clip and had to chop up the audio of every single time Joe Biden was talking, every single time Donald Trump was talking. I mean, as a person who edits his own content, that takes a lot of time, and this guy managed to pull it off. So I tip my hat off to this guy. And as for cringe level, this is not cringy at all. You know what? At the end of the day, this is just the funniest thing I've ever seen. So you know what? Humor level, 10 out of 10. Well, guys, that's our show for today. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to click the little bell icon, that way you won't miss any of my new content. Anyway, I will see you all next Friday, and I wish you all a happy weekend. I'm Crotzer, and thank you for joining me on The Crotzer Show. Peace out, guys.